Hello, my lovely friend. Welcome to your channel. I'm back with another exciting and scary story. Are you ready? Go bring your favorite snack, and let's get started. Tonight's story is not for the faint of heart. It's a tale of shadows, whispers in the dark, and something watching from just beyond the veil of reality. So, turn off the lights, sit back, and prepare yourself. Because once you hear this story, you might never sleep the same way again. Have you ever wondered what lies beneath your favorite theme park? No, not the mechanical parts or the underground employee tunnels. I mean the things they don't put on the map, the things that breathe in the dark, the ones that weren't built, but found. I never believed in urban legends. Not really. But that changed the day I took a job as an overnight technician at Evermore Kingdom, a theme park hidden deep in the pine woods of northern Georgia. It was the kind of place people drove hours to visit. A bit outdated, but with its own creepy charm. Kids loved it. Parents tolerated it. And the staff? We kept secrets. My job was simple. Monitor the rides after hours. Make sure the animatronics weren't seizing up. Walk the perimeter. Report anything unusual. Simple, until it wasn't. It was my third night on the job. 2:34 a.m. The park was dead quiet. I was doing my rounds near Spectre Falls, the oldest ride in the park, a log flume that had been shut down for over a decade. Management claimed it was due to infrastructure issues. But that night, as I passed the boarded-up entrance, I heard it. Water, running water, and laughter. Children laughing, just for a moment. Then silence. I coughed it in. They told me the line must be backed up from the main system. As for the laughter, probably the speakers glitching. Old wiring. Happens all the time. But the logs, they were wet the next morning. Out of curiosity, or maybe stupidity, I pulled an old blueprint from the maintenance office the next day. Spectre Falls wasn't on it. Neither was something labeled Sector C, where I'd been that night. Instead, that section of the map was blacked out. Literally shaded over. No labels, no rides, just a Sharpie smear with a note scrawled next to it. Do not enter, ever. I asked another tech about it. Ramon. He'd been there for 12 years. He went pale. Told me he wasn't allowed to talk about Sector C. Not since the accident in 2003. What accident? I asked. He just muttered. They never found the boy. I dug into archived incident reports. July 12, 2003. A 6-year-old boy named Mason entered the park with his parents. They have him on camera at the main gates, and again entering Spectre Falls before it was shut down. But he never came out. No footage, no audio, no trace. Figure standing behind the animatronic mushroom house. Not dressed like a mascot. No badge. No flashlight, just standing there. Its face was completely blank, smooth, pale, like plastic. No eyes, no mouth. I turned away to radio security. By the time I looked back, gone. Staff stories began trickling in. One janitor claimed there were doors in the service tunnels that weren't on the blueprints, Doors that never opened, but always had warm air bleeding through the cracks, sometimes whispers. Another swore the hollow maze attraction changed its layout at night. One time he went in to fix a flickering light, and it took him nearly an hour to find the exit. The next night, it was back to normal. A woman who worked photo booths told me a chilling story. One night, a family photo printed out with an extra figure in the background. A tall man in black, grinning in a way that didn't look human. They shut down the printer, threw out the photo. The next day, it was back in the tray. I decided to go back to Sector C. It took me 2 nights to find the entrance. Hidden beneath a trapdoor in the old storage building behind Spectre Falls. The code was still active. I descended the stairs. It wasn't a maintenance tunnel. It was a hallway, concrete walls, red emergency lights humming above. Along the walls were framed photos, old ones, families, smiling, holding balloons. Except the eyes were all scratched out. There was a door at the end, no handle, just a small plaque, Proto-0. Suddenly, every light flickered and died. The humming stopped, and something behind the door knocked. Once, twice, then a slow, dragging sound. I ran. Whatever was down there didn't want to be found, but it knew I had found it. I quit the next morning. They didn't ask why. They knew. 2 weeks later, Spectre Falls was quietly demolished. Or that's what they said. But when I drove by the site, it was still standing. Only now, the gate says, under refurbishment, with a fresh coat of red paint that looks a little too dark. People still go to Evermore Kingdom. They ride the coasters. They eat the cotton candy. They pose for photos. But sometimes, when the park closes, you'll hear water running in Sector C and laughter, soft, echoing. If you hear it, don't go near it. Leave before it finds you. If you've ever experienced something strange in a theme park or anywhere else you weren't supposed to be, tell your story in the comments. I read every single one. If this nightmare kept you listening till the end, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss what's waiting in the dark. Until next time, sleep light